Villa here. Let's see who's making the way to the ring.
It is
Heels, pops, and chair shots. Get it right.
Pretty chubby flaco, dímelo, mi gente.
Mischief, you heard?
Oh! Ladies and gentlemen, are y'all ready for some smack talk this week? Well, then you're more than ready to meet our special guest, one of the guys who help entertain your creative fix with this wrestling family hit game Smack Talk Showdown. Our boy, Denis. What's up, Denis? Talk to him for a minute.
How's it going, guys? What's going on, man?
What's up, brother?
Good, man.
Listen,
Stuff is good.
Life better be good, because you are right now either the most beloved man or the most hated man in the world. Because now, when people talk smack, they gotta back it up, motherfucker.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. Everyone's got to prove themselves, and the proving ground is the showdown. Smack Talk Showdown.
All right. It is a fantastic game. How hammered and inebriated were you when you came up with the concept? We gotta know.
Well, wasn't actually super inebriated. Me and my partners at the time were working at a video game studio in Boston. And they have a 2-day game jam. So they're like, y'all have 48 hours to make something. And they didn't really care what it was. And so my partner, Matt, he jumped in a chat channel and was like, hey, does anyone want to work on a tabletop game, either a board game or a card game, about pro wrestling promos? And I immediately jumped in. I was like, yo, me, hello. And the light went off in my head. And I was like, oh, it's Cards Against Humanity, but you, like, shit talk your friends, right? So we spent 48 hours putting that game together. And it was really just us holed up in a room with a giant screen watching pro wrestling promos on YouTube. Like, that's what it was. We're like, oh, have you guys seen this Scott Steiner one? Oh, wait, did you see this Macho Man one? And at the end of the 48 hours, we actually played the game with some of the people at the gaming studio, and they just had fun with it. And these are people who had no, backgrounds in professional wrestling. So they just got really into, like, the shit-talking aspect of it.
So you don't even need to be a fan to play this.
No. Listen, we made the game as it's easy entry. It's easy entry. If
That's
you are a wrestling fan, you'll just if you are a wrestling fan, you'll get it right away. Like, it's just quick. But even if you're not, every time someone asks me, they're like, "Oh, I don't know anything about wrestling." I'm like, "Do you know that wrestling characters are huge and they talk smack to one another?" They're like, "Yeah." I'm like, that's all you need to know. We give you crazy characters, we give you feuds and situations, we give you matches you're in. And then you have 45 seconds to talk your smack. You play those red smack cards on you, and it changes how you're talking about stuff, what you're talking about. And at the end of it, you determine who you think did the best job. And see whoever's talk smack supreme,
Wow.
It is fantastic. You have been able to create for us an opportunity to embrace ourselves in the world that we love, which is called professional wrestling. But not in the ring, which could be very uncomfortable, very painful, and very arduous process. You sound like a bitch. But you provide us an opportunity to actually exercise our skills as promo deliverers, and it's an excellent product. It is what entertainment in general is based off of. You look at reality TV today, they copy off of what's going on in wrestling. For professional football, baseball, all different sports. The promo aspect, Ric Flair has been such an influence throughout the sports world because of his ability to deliver an amazing promo. And you now provided us with that opportunity. So all I know is that Wilmer Valderrama owed you some money, yo. Because when he made Your Mama, this is what he was thinking about. Shout out to DJ Hudson. How many podcasts have Wilmer Valderrama references?
It's the same amount that has Walter Mercado.
One.
The one.
Jeez.
The one. And we're going to get to the smack talk for sure. Best believe. We're going to get our hands on this game. We're going to play a little bit.
What you going to do with your hands? Careful.
So we're going to get into it.
We're going to smack talk and showdown. So, speaking of entertainment, Denis, how's the entertainment in wrestling right now? How does it feel to be a fan of wrestling right now?
I mean, listen, if you're a wrestling fan, you have to be totally psyched about the amount of product out there. Because even if something is not exactly for you, like the WWE right now, to me, it's boring. It's just not clicking with me, and it hasn't for a while. But the amount of opportunity that there is now, you can watch Impact, you can watch AEW, NXT is now on the air, not just on the network. So even that, it kind of stands in opposition to the regular Raws or Smackdowns. And then there's just so much great content on the internet. I mean, I got New Japan World, so I can watch all the New Japan stuff. And then my other favorite right now is Beyond Wrestling's Uncharted Territory show. I'm in Chicago now, but I'm originally from New England and Boston, and Beyond was like my stuff when I was there, man. Like those were the shows I always had to go to, and they put on spectacular stuff, and it was really nice. I don't know if you guys saw it tonight, but on AEW, Cody actually kind of shouted out Beyond Wrestling. He said he was talking about the Butcher and the Blade, and he was like, I saw you guys on Beyond to Bar Wrestling. And I was like, yup. I was like, that's how I got to know the Butcher and the Blade too, was from Beyond. So.
I like AEW's like grasp on wrestling, right? Like, doesn't it feel like they've got a real pulse on things? Like, they know what the lifeblood is feeling, like how fans are swayed and how it's kind of rolling. And apparently not only AEW, but TNT as well. Did you hear about those rating scandals? No. How they were advertising between the show, quotes as far as AEW crushes NXT in the ratings, which is all bullshit.
Yup, absolutely.
Well, it wasn't bullshit.
I mean, it's absolutely. Yeah, right. It wasn't bullshit at the time. There are articles that came out when AEW and NXT were on at the same time, right at the beginning, those first couple weeks, right? But now they're taken out of context, and then they're just like thrown up there. And I saw so many people on Twitter get so mad at AEW because they're like, they're taking shots. And I was like, you know that AEW didn't produce those ads, right? Like, that was TNT all the way.
Wow. Blame Twitter.
Like, that's TNT. Cody. And someone was like, well, you know that they had a say-so or something over it. And I was like, yo, if you're on a national cable network and they're going to give you an ad, you're just going to say yes. Like, you're going to be like, yes, please. I don't care what the content of the ad is. Getting the ad in the first place and having it run on their channel is the whole point.
Well, Dennis, I see your point. But also, couldn't you see Cody Rhodes saying, fuck it? Like, like, get it?
I mean, absolutely. For real. I mean, like, he has not pulled any punches with them at all. And honestly, like, you know, there are a lot of people who are like, oh, I'm not into AEW because they take the WWE pot shots, but I'm like, you have to understand that they're right now trying to grow that audience, and the way you do that is by playing to your hardcore fan base. Yep. Yes, they're gonna have to grow that fan base. Yes, they're gonna have to reach beyond that to be successful ultimately. But at the same time, like, you gotta play to your strengths right now, and those are the hardcore fans who, like, went to All In 2 years ago, right? And who've been following the Elite ever since, and like went to the ROH shows, and they're not going to those ROH shows anymore, but they used to. And you know, and yeah, I mean, it's really sad. I think what's been happening recently with ROH and hearing all the backstage.
Yo, it's about to be like a 2-year anniversary. We went to Hammerstein Ballroom and had an amazing time at ROH show, man.
Oh, man. Mayhem we did.
Yeah. Dalton Castle was super over, right? Yeah. Yo, that show was so fire. That was like one of the first times.
Yo, they missed their opportunity with Dalton Castle. They should have put the belt on him. By the time they put the belt on him, it was already on the downward slide. Like, he was just not as popular as he was. There was a moment that they could have strapped the belt on him and really propelled him, but
he didn't make matters worse when they made him split from the boys that bit too, and then he went down.
I'll tell you where they missed opportunity with Marty Scurll winning the title at MSG.
Oh yeah.
That was man.
That was a big rude awakening for Marty too.
But I'll tell you, a promotion that's not wasting the opportunities. A promotion that we will be live at tomorrow.
Ooh, talk to him, JP.
Where we go? MLW.
Huh?
MLW.
Oh, that's
Major
what
League Wrestling.
he from.
Queens, New York. Yes, Melrose Ballroom. We are about to have a good time. This is going to be a fantastic show. The Opera Cup,
Yes.
right from Stu Hart's basement.
That's not where it's coming live from.
Oh, no?
Not gonna be
It's not from
No, the
It's not
trophy.
gonna be there.
The trophy.
That is not in Queens.
I'm sorry. I should have elaborated.
They're
The
going to
trophy.
shuttle people from Queens
The
to
basement is
Stu
where I
Hart's.
take them
Nah,
on.
it's got an exciting card, man.
18 people are going to watch it at a time. It's
What?
It's going to be a great time in
Stu
Stu
Hart's
Hart's
basement.
basement. Yeah, wood paneling
Yes.
is the venue. No, but it's going to be fucking fun. Oh, did you guys see a picture of the cup Court Bauer put up?
Nah, this is...
Oh, no, it's nice.
Does
They're
it
doing
look like a
slow
cup,
review.
or does it look like a cup that you drink out of?
You motherfucker. What kind of
Like a
stupid ass
Bottle?
question is
Maybe like a bottle.
It's a shot glass. It's the opera shot glass.
For those watching on us YouTube Live,
Like this?
our necks are not cracked. We are live with Denis
Yes.
here. We got him.
Never guess.
Listen, we have
The-
really
through the
expensive
screen.
equipment, and he's on our second monitor. He's
Well,
not on a cell phone. All right, he's on very expensive high.
He is a hologram right next to us for now, ladies and
Yeah,
gentlemen.
it's crazy.
But you know what? If our necks are stiff, there's something that we should do,
Excuse me?
and we should run these ropes.
Oh, get him.
Get that cardio.
All right,
baby.
I like that transition.
So let's talk
Me,
about
you know,
it.
one would know about cardio, baby.
Mm.
Right here.
Yeah.
This man,
That's what this says.
Dennis,
that
that's what
he
Kanye's
was
workout
the winner
plan.
of the Full Gear
Exactly.
Challenge, and he did it by
Eating burgers,
lying.
pizza,
Wow.
tacos.
You know, he was just blending shit.
He was
He
blending.
was just
blending
blending
it.
shit.
He made his wife make Gerber food.
Yeah,
The
and
baby
it
food.
worked.
He
Oh,
curated
Oh,
all
so
this stuff.
it's the new. You get the nutrition
Right, right.
Yeah, the full scope.
juicing, but for just everything.
Exactly.
Yeah. Or he's just admitting to us he has
True,
the,
true cleanse.
or he's admitting to us he has the mental capacity of an 80-year-old man.
We're gonna call you Gummy Bear. Fuck out of here. Gummy Bear, yo.
Hey, got me my belt. I'm good.
Yeah, all right, swallow.
I ain't no
don't spit.
spicy chip. I'm good.
Well, I'm gonna tell you who was mad this week.
Who?
Fucking Sandman.
Miss Taylor.
Oh.
Sandman was fucking angry as shit.
Well, I
Did he
think
get
Jordan
there?
Grace was more angry.
Well, yeah, that's true. No, but he was angry
Nah, I think
enough.
Tessa was more man.
Well, he was angry enough to comment to a group of women who are gonna main event a show how much he disagrees with the fact they're gonna main event that show.
Yo, you were this close, Sandman. You were gonna be the one guy that did nothing in the ring ever, and stay
Just-
on the top.
stay
With
stay
no-
without
with
a
no-
tarnished image.
Yes,
This motherfucker smoked and drank his way to the ring, and,
and
like,
it was
what
fine.
kind of fucking untarnished image
it
are
was
you?
fine. It was
What
fine
is
with
he-
everybody until this came out.
He had the hottest entrance in the game.
Now that's
You're a
it. You
piece of
can't come
shit.
back.
They didn't
from
wrestle
this.
for shit.
That's it. You're done.
Dennis, did you hear
Son,
about
what do
ECW Sandman's
I-
comments?
I did. Not super surprising, and you're right. The dude is the only guy who got over just from his entrance, and but I mean, he was over for a long time with that
Yeah.
entrance, man.
You fucking sheep.
Long time,
You sheep
man.
supporting him.
See, I am perplexed because the reality is, right?
You're ugly. as
Yes,
shit.
like it's aggravating that we still get these guys fucking up. Like we're in 2019. There's shit you can't say anymore. If you feel that way, you don't need to be honest. Shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up. If somebody asks you, okay, do your thing, but shut the fuck up.
Yo,
Right?
whenever you feel the need to say something to a stranger, shut the fuck up.
You heard that, Jimmy boy? But the reality is, what the fuck was his character? The epitome of a misogynistic man. Coming to the ring with a beer, half cut off shirt, fucking smoking a cigarette.
Oh, it was a work. It was a work.
You're making
Like-
a lot of assumptions there. He was a great man.
If you told me it was William Regal, Mark Henry, John Cena,
Yo,
making
sexual
these
chocolate
comments,
was a deviant.
I would be like, this is
Yeah.
fucking crazy. Yeah, but he was a respectful man.
Was he? He gave birth to a hand. I mean, he fathered a hand.
Exactly. Think about that one. He fathered a hand. What does that tell you?
Father of the Ham.
Father of the year.
What did he do with Mae Young? He
Not gonna lie.
Chalamano.
No lie, Father of the Hand, that's a card in our new expansion Lewd Attitude.
Oh, you heard it here first, folks.
Where,
the lube attitude.
Where Lewd Attitude expansion, one of the segment cards we have is actually that both people who are cutting their promo have to say that they are not the parent of the hand, and prove that the other one was indeed the parent of the hand.
Just look that one in there, huh?
No matter what, Vic was probably the parent.
So you took one from Mark Henry's book and stuck that one in there, huh?
I'm convinced Vic is the hand.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So we have our regular game, and then we have this new expansion that we're on Kickstarter with, 100 cards. Lewd Attitude. It's very, it's very influenced by the Attitude Era. So again, it's that thing where like, if you're not a wrestling fan, you'll just think, wow, these are weird, wacky things that they're having us do. But if you are a wrestling fan, you'll read those cards and you'll be like, oh, I know what this is.
I think that your comparison before, Cards Against Humanity. If you're a fan of Cards Against Humanity, like this is an easy game to like really get into. And we're gonna get into
absolutely.
it.
Well, I'll tell you who was influenced by the Attitude Era. John Morrison.
Oh,
because he keeps coming back to the WWE. This performer has done the unthinkable. I didn't expect it.
Isn't Melina an NWA?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Did Taya hear about that? What happened?
You gonna throw Melina?
I don't. What do we really expect from John Morrison though?
Nada. What the same thing that we got out of Dolph Ziggler and Fandango and Prince Pretty.
I don't see a big
push. The same reason Dalton Castle wouldn't work there.
You know how
they don't know how to write those kinds of characters. They just don't know. They don't know how to write a lot of kinds of characters when you really think about it.
You know how excited they are about him coming to the E? The creative team was joking around this week saying, "What are we gonna call him now? Johnny Raw or Johnny Smackdown?"
And now they have to call him something.
It has to be
terrible.
That's his gimmick.
Shane Helms.
Johnny Fox. Yo, Johnny Fox.
What do they call him? Johnny NXT?
I don't think they're going to NXT. I think it's coming
Johnny Full Sail.
Johnny Full Sail.
Full Sail. Ooh, that's nice.
Johnny.
Okay, Dennis, I see you. All right.
There's Johnny Wrestling.
Yeah,
Johnny full of shit.
You know what I want to see or to hear rather commentate that, right? Samoa Joe.
You want Samoa Joe?
You got him!
Well, he's staying on Raw commentary.
So, ladies and gentlemen, apparently Brock Lesnar, F5, our boy,
Dio
Madden so hard. They sent him back to NXT.
Nah, he went to the Performance Center.
That's what I'm saying.
He's like, damn, my ass gotta do some push-ups.
God damn. Yo, but it led the way to somebody that should be there.
Yo, he got F5 to another career. Like,
oh my god. Now he's training to get back in the ring. He was originally a performer, was injured. I don't know if they're gonna throw Brock Lesnar at him again, but either way, they gave us Samoa Joe, and I am for one thankful. Unfortunately, Raw is still a piece of shit. Listen, you could dress up a turd. You could put some makeup on it, give it a wig and a top hat.
Yo, you do a lot with a turd.
Put on heels, and slap some lipstick. But it's still a piece of turd.
Are you talking about fake 80s WrestleCon, bro?
Yo,
hey, that was a wig.
Speaking of 80s WrestleCon, shout out to Sandy.
Yo,
shout out to Sandy.
Yes.
What else we got to talk about?
There was a pay-per-view?
A pay-per-view? You talking about
Starrcade?
Starrcade?
Yeah, so,
you mean the Kevin Owens show?
Yeah, real quick. There was a Kevin Owens show. Ric Flair was on it.
Woo! Dennis, did you even bother?
And then he
did you even bother?
No.
You know what? I was upset that I did.
I did. I did
really?
because I thought the Fiend was gonna fight Braun Strowman on the pay-per-view, and it was gonna air, and it didn't air.
Like, you know what the only thing I was upset about?
No,
it was trash.
They changed it up. Everything I read about it on Twitter, I started following some stuff, and folks were like, wait, what? Where's this match? Where are these guys? Where are all the stuff you talked about?
I don't think.
And I was like, yeah, all right.
He faced them. They just didn't air.
In a dark match. It was a dark match.
It was a dark match. That's why.
Oh.
Which I kind of really like. So when you think about it, right? Vince is a heel at heart. Everybody wants to see Bray Wyatt so bad. So he's gonna fucking start building him up in the fucking dark match scene where everybody's just like, why isn't this on the main roster? Like, why isn't this on TV?
And I guarantee you that dark match, they didn't have that on the red lights.
No, they do.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, they do.
Apparently Seth Rollins hates it.
And they're like, fucking.
But nobody cares. Apparently Seth Rollins hates it. He came out saying it, but you know what? Nobody really cares.
I have to say, man, the first time I saw it, I mean, I'm an old guy here, so like my eyes were straining on that red. I was like, what is happening? And I can't imagine that it looks good live. That's my thing.
Yeah, you remember Nintendo VR? Fucking
Yeah.
yo, I'd be playing for like 3 minutes, fucking Mario Tennis, because that was
Boy.
Virtual Boy. There we go.
Virtual Boy.
Yo, I'd play for 3 minutes.
You get that eye strength, man. It give you a headache. That's kind of what I felt like when I was watching that first Hell in the Cell match. I was like,
Yeah,
wait,
that was
why
rough.
is everything red?
Because the
And I was like, I had those flashbacks to that WrestleMania where Wyatt and Orton wrestled, and they projected images onto the mat and
Oh,
stuff,
that was
and
so
you're like,
cool.
wait, what's happening
It
here?
was like the maggots.
It was a cool image, but I was like, what's the story here? Like, how do you like? It looks cool, but I'm like, wait, what's the point? Like, I can clearly tell, like, it's just a projector projecting shit onto the map.
Not only that, but
Am I
actually,
supposed to believe that all of a sudden everyone was just transported to a magical world or some shit? I don't know.
not only that, but in this past WrestleMania, at MetLife, they had the red light on for Randy Orton's match, and everybody was complaining because we couldn't see what was happening. That light was shining right in your
Yeah,
eyes,
I saw that.
and we were chanting.
I saw that.
It was just terrible.
His bad luck with lighting.
He's got shitty lighting.
You
He
know,
doesn't- He's got to tip that dude in the back that fucks with the lighting. Yo, he's got to be like, yo, you got to hook me up with like some light hues. Like, you fucking people up in the back. Smackdown?
Smack it down.
Is it even worth it?
Dennis, you watch Smackdown?
I did not watch SmackDown.
Well, lucky for you.
I'm out on SmackDown.
How do you, why? Why is that? Why are you out?
Because he's not ready.
I watched that first episode, right? And then I saw Kofi get destroyed in 10 seconds. Cain Velasquez comes out of nowhere. I'm like, does anyone even in the WWE even know who the hell Cain Velasquez is?
Yeah, it was.
And
it
I
was
saw
out of
him
quiet.
wrestle in AAA. I saw him wrestle
Yeah,
in
he
AAA.
did a good job, yo.
Triple Mania, and he was great, but I was like, they're not going to let him wrestle Lucha Libre style. They're going to want him to be an MMA guy, just like Brock is. And I don't know, like, it instantly turned me off. I was like, if this is where they're going with SmackDown, I'll just wait around until somebody says, you know, stuff is better. The only thing I watched was the Firefly Funhouse stuff, which was great. I was so happy they brought the Muscle Man dance back, because that was, honestly, I'm a big mark for the Muscle Man. Huskers.
You do the Muscle Man at home and shit? You're like, oh, shit.
I do.
I heard it's being incorporated into DDP Yoga soon.
Flex on him, Dennis.
It's unfortunate, but remember, SmackDown is catered to the casual fan. SmackDown is catered to those fans that are going to be watching Sunday Night Football, afternoon football, morning football, Thursday Night Football, Monday, all the football, right? All of them. Even college football. And they want to watch some wrestling, and that's what it's catered to. So it's going to be garbage. It's not going to, unfortunately, it's not going to
I don't know
appeal.
if it has to be.
No, it never has to
not
be.
that.
It never has to be. But this is the WWE we're talking about. There's no consistency, no continuity.
Well, their track record speaks for itself.
The most interesting thing that happened was like a continuation. Like they
Mandy
recapped
Rose?
Dana Brooks and Batista's like love affair is going on.
Nah, they had
Oh
a
my
banger.
god.
Isn't
Roman,
that amazing?
Roman Reigns and Robbie Roode was a good match. So open, I feel.
Yeah.
Look at me caring.
That's the problem.
Why do I care about
That's
Roman
the
Reigns and
problem.
Robbie?
All right,
and
the
Robert Roode?
highlight of SmackDown was Daniel Bryan. He's gonna
Yeah,
call it
yeah.
a haircut next week. Oh, this week.
Birdie's gonna have
Didn't
to
I
he
think
think
he's
about
gonna
that.
go back. He's gonna shave the beard. He's gonna cut the hair. He's gonna look like the American Dragon again.
Oh, he's gonna
Ooh.
ROH it.
I'll
That'd
tell
be
you.
dope.
I'll tell
I
you who
think
didn't
so.
cut his hair.
Bring
Junior.
back El Generico. Bring back Kevin Steen. Bring back
So they
Bryan
gonna put that
Danielson.
pants in my-
So
Johnny Honor.
It
That's
didn't-
what his name is.
it didn't even end appropriately. I think this week.
I mean, why was Cesaro teaming with Simpson?
Why not? Why not?
I mean, they throw
Cesaro's-
everybody else together anyway.
Cesaro is like the master of random tag teams.
I would
Look
have.
at-
What happened to Sami Zayn? Like,
He's still hurt, though. He's still hurt.
Just
No,
talking
you
shit.
just they used
Yeah,
Sami Zayn in a dark match, I think, in the 2-on-1.
Exactly.
Like,
Dark
come on, man.
Oh, did they really?
Yeah, I think it was. I forgot if it was for the Starcade event or maybe after. I don't know, but I read it somewhere.
I really miss that diving DDT he does.
Yes.
The ropes.
Yeah,
that's
man.
that corner
He
spot.
hasn't done-
That's
yeah.
sweet.
Beautiful, beautiful.
He hasn't
NXT
done
was
that
the
shit
best
in
so
time.
long.
To Cesaro,
NXT.
by the way. He
And
needs to go
Kevin
back
Owens.
to NXT.
I think he would benefit so much for going back to NXT.
Yeah.
I think
I want to
benefits
get
so much.
Raw.
You
Did you
know.
all hear what Tommaso Ciampa said this week?
Yes.
Oh.
That he would rather retire than go to Raw or SmackDown.
I did.
Well-
He's like, I'm good on NXT. I'm good where I'm at.
I mean,
Well, it's more the schedule, right?
the schedule. He can
too
keep
much
up with the
on
schedule.
I think the schedule is definitely part of it, but I also feel like I think that he wouldn't have any fun there, right? I think he would just be another one of these guys who was like, a bigger name in NXT, get called up to the main roster, and then the
Roster
writers
shuffle.
forget about him after week 3, and then he's mid-card and poking around.
Do you think those few weeks that he had on the main roster had anything to do with it?
Interesting. He just had a recent.
You know what? That's a good point around Mania. I don't know.
He was on the main roster for a couple of weeks, and let's be honest,
Recently.
we felt like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, let him fucking go, right? They were like showing up, they weren't wrestling, and like, so maybe like all of that just kind of tainted his main roster experience, and then he got hurt.
He also did mention that the travel schedules for on SmackDown and Cruise
That shit
it would be a
sucks,
lot,
bro.
It would be a
These
lot.
motherfuckers wrestle 300 days a year.
But it also speaks to the fact that he may not be wrestling for as much as longer than we think.
He is on borrowed time.
He's on borrowed time at this point, I believe.
Yeah.
And he spoke up a lot on a recent podcast, actually, I think, at least an article was written about his mental health issues and battles he's had in the last couple of years. So,
you know what I'd like to see if he's not, if this is how he feels about his career? How about we make him a manager? Let him talk for someone like AOP, right? Let him
Not
talk.
yet.
No. Well, I'm just saying, not yet, but let's transition him there. Let's put him
selfish.
let's put him on the mic. Let's let him talk. Look at Samoa Joe. Yo, Samoa Joe is a tremendous wrestler.
Exactly.
But if you're not gonna have him wrestling, he's a talented guy.
Think about
Fucking put him on the mic.
Think about somebody like Yusuf Samael, right? Shout out, catch out shooting the issue. Yusuf Samael.
Yo,
A man that's a manager.
Your mouth is dry as shit.
A man is a manager, right? And at the same time, he's still in the ring. But doesn't put his body through that task.
Right.
He picks his spots. You know what I'm saying? That could be him in the next 10 years.
That shit hurt. Yo, bumps hurt. Yo, even the simple shit hurt.
Oh, yeah.
And that shit, everybody's got a bump clock. Yo, everybody's got a ticker that, like, eventually, yo, you get hurt. Yo,
That's what everything.
Tommaso Ciampa broke his fucking neck, man.
El cuello.
Dog, that shit was crazy. Anyway, so
Back to Raw.
let's get raw. Because Kevin Owens is just the only part I like of the show.
You know what?
That's it.
The only thing I didn't like is that one, I saw too much of him during Starcade. And it was the only thing that was good about Starcade, but it was a lot. And then it opens up Raw with him again. And then on top of that, I hated that he had to come out to defend Rusev's honor.
Yeah.
Like, it got so bad that he was like, no, I can't let this shit go on. I'm gonna have to say some shit, Rusev, because this is crazy.
So like it's like we didn't get enough at Starcade, right? You have to
That's what I'm saying. Like,
beat
you
that
don't.
horse.
Dennis, what do you think?
I think I did enjoy him yelling at Lana to just go away.
Yes.
Just like, no, please stop. Just nobody cares. And you're like, thank you for speaking for the fans. At least somebody acknowledges that we all kind of don't care about this storyline at all. I'm happy that Rusev is getting some shine. Like, dude, he got over on his own, and they apparently hate that, and so they just, buried him.
I love that visual.
Now they're finally like, oh, but there's something about the WWE, and there's something about the way that they write that I'm just like, Vince just thinks that this cuck storyline is so good. It's like,
good shit.
It's
It's good shit.
Cuckolding, baby, cuckolding.
It's good shit.
He thought the storyline with Stephanie was good, so imagine.
Yo, how do you guys feel about Kevin Owens?
What's good in the hood?
Kevin Owens saying bullshit.
Yes.
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 He called Lana's apology bullshit.
Yeah.
Because it was bullshit.
It was.
I don't
That
accept
felt that whole interaction, that whole exchange felt like very I don't want to say real, but because I guess, it's scripted, but like it felt good. Like it felt like it was.
So did you feel
he was really upsetting her? Like it almost felt a little awkward a bit.
Did you feel like he was channeling in as like his wife was fucking around?
But you good lord.
Hey, he had to go there.
Digging deep.
I mean, hey, you gotta believe it, right?
You're a fucking method actor. You go home and you tell your wife, listen, you have to cheat on me. Alright? Cause I need to feel this shit for real.
I got a story to tell.
My job is important. All these bumps I take, I gotta get cheated on too.
I mean, you can just believe it. You don't have to go through
Drew McIntyre's Claymore was dope, yo.
No, he killed me.
Yeah, let's go from Lana to Drew McIntyre Claymore.
Nice.
But I did like Aleister Black.
But didn't Drew
your
do a promo
transitions are like
afterwards?
sandpaper dildos. Like they was no tact.
The most listen,
I just ripped that shit.
The most important thing about Drew McIntyre is that he called out Randy Orton afterwards.
He did.
And he actually made a comment to the fact that, all these talent nowadays, they want to go on social media acting like tough guys. I'm in the ring calling you out right now. And he called out Randy Orton. And the veteran came down to the ring, and as usual.
And they set up a terrible main event. Thank you.
Unfortunately.
Appreciate it.
Unfortunately.
So,
This shit could have been a Star Kid, though?
Listen. Fuck, I didn't want to go through the whole card, right? But here we are, fucking looking at this shit. Who cares? Andrade Eric Rowan. Yeah. Eric Rowan. Bucket. Who cares?
it's Baby Yoda.
What is
That's
it?
what Jose said.
Fucking... I don't care. His crabs.
It's Baby Yoda.
Baby Yoda.
Baby
That would be
Yoda.
great.
Yeah.
No, pretty
You're gonna
chubby.
get on that
That's
pop
career
culture shit.
What's in the cage, yo? What's in that
career
cage?
suicide if he
Tell me
does
what
that.
is it?
Oh, I know what's in my cage.
Hey!
All right, never mind. Yo, we can't-
Gracias.
Hey!
So then we get to the handicap match. Charlotte Flair and
Oh,
Kabuki Warrior.
Before you go on, I just want to give a
Why?
clap to finally
Oh, the lights on?
seeing a match. Oh no, never mind. We still had a match with Aleister Black and then Selena came out.
What are you talking about?
Every time one of them comes out, the other comes out. Every time Selena and Andrade come out, you see Aleister Black afterwards. Every time Aleister Black comes out, you see Selena afterwards. Why?
I never noticed that.
I always notice it.
Is that a thing? I don't know.
Why it is a thing.
Are you
why
jealous?
is it something I'm noticing?
Yo, why is this Aleister
Is
Black?
What are you watching and where are your pets?
Is the ADHD that prominent?
Yo, yours is. Jeez. Where are your pants?
It's a coincidence.
Yo, you're a hairy motherfucker, bro.
It's cold, brother. It's cold.
He needs a revival shave in the shower, he says.
Well, you know who had no nice things? The Kabuki Warriors.
Who?
Gucci Frito Warriors?
The Kabuki Warriors.
The what? The
Yo,
what?
so they had a handicap
what?
match with Charlotte?
Yo, son, Charlotte. I was getting mad as hell. So as I was watching this match, there's no reason Charlotte should be hanging with the tag team champions. I hope you shit yourself, by the way. Yo, there's no reason for Charlotte. Like, yeah, Charlotte is a fucking 11-time champion. Okay, but Asuka is a champion too. Former champion. They're tag team champions. The tag team champions should, like, I don't know, man. This should look like she was strong as hell. But I got the result I wanted. I feel like the match overall was really good. I was just like prepared to be upset.
The match was great, but in my opinion, I feel like it was a little too long.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Like
Why? Because Flair actually got like a good upper hand on it.
Andrade.
Like she was holding it down for a bit.
For a bit. A lot of the match
whole match,
was
the whole
Flair,
basically.
Flair was
That's what I'm saying. Like you think it was
showing
too much? That was too much, or just the match lasted?
like Asuka by herself is a great talent. So you're gonna tell me that it's gonna take them 20 minutes to finish off Charlotte?
It's hard
And
to
then
believe
Charlotte-
after their WrestleMania match.
And
Yeah.
then Charlotte's been tagging.
Yeah.
She's been tagging and struggling. Like, how you going to...
No, WWE's been shitting on the character.
You know, speaking of shitting on the character, Viking fucking ratings.
Oh God.
Oh, how many times? How many times? Dennis, you look like the kind of guy that likes some Viking ratings. Yo, how many times are we going to see the Viking ratings jobber match?
I don't understand. Like, you want the jobber match to build the cred of the team, but you've done it enough times now that you now need a credible opponent to feed them, and it's not there at all. It's I don't understand. It's like, why? What are you building to? What is the match that you're gonna have these guys on the next pay-per-view? What is it? And by the way, the pay-per-view is like in less than 2 weeks now.
I don't think they have
are they even going to be on it? No, they haven't announced a thing.
The best thing I've seen so far was when they put him with Undisputed Era on Survivor Series.
Oh, yeah, we jumped all over.
Oh, yeah.
That's it. That's the best thing I've seen him do.
We kind of overlooked all the Seth Rollins and his heel turn promo and the AOP ambush and blah blah blah.
Well, the thing is, it wasn't a heel turn because he just he just
It's a
said
slow burn.
Yeah.
They're slow burning it, but it's so obvious what they're doing that unless there's going to be some weird twist on it, what we're getting is the AOP with Seth Rollins as a heel. So, like, just get to it. Like, we all know that's where you're going.
We need
Why
the laugh,
are you bothering
right?
to build this?
We need the laugh.
Like, it's...
Well, at least do it right? If you're taking this long, at least do it right. I'm not gonna be surprised, but I want to see some dope.
My thing is just, we are in an era where you have wrestling for every type of taste. For every palate.
Right.
There's in-ring moveset. There's a type of entertainment that's out there for you on every platform. And you're still giving us job matches. Like, why put the Viking Raiders through that? They don't need to. Give them quality matches every week. Why not? We know they're badass. You know why? Because they went through the indie scene. People know who they are. Just give them quality matches.
I'd love to see him do a program with the OC.
AOP!
Why not?
AOP, but
How about a fucking
and you know
stellar house fight
and you know what?
between two badass motherfucking teams?
And you know what I'll take? I'll take a jobber match like this with AOP interfering and the jobbers winning. I'll take that, right? Because at least it builds towards a storyline.
Give me a story.
So watch them turn around and now give AOP the easy upper hand now when they join Seth.
Yo, real quick. Who's the tag team? What are the tag teams? Just fucking spit out tag team names. Revival, New Day,
AOP.
Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler.
Exactly.
I'm done.
Yo, there's like 4
Yeah.
teams.
You can't say anything after that.
Terrible.
Ascension?
You can't say anything after
The
that.
Ascension?
Lucha House Party.
Why would you want to say anything else?
The only, Usos, right? Like, I love me
Where
some
have they
Usos.
been?
Where the fuck have they been?
Where are they?
Does a DUI really take, like, what's going on? What are we dealing with right here?
How long does this process
That's a long drive,
Come
yo.
on.
And then Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy, right?
Matt Hardy came out of
I was
nowhere.
about to say,
He just had a baby. What is he doing? Shout out to Old School with his baby.
he's running out the clock on his contract.
Yeah.
Running
He's
out
taking
the clock on his contract.
he's
is what
taking the knee.
doing.
He's taking
like, give me that money. I don't want to take any more time off because you're going to add it on to the end of my contract. Screw that.
He's taking the knee and he's gonna go save ROH. That's what's happening.
I know who's taking a knee now, Rebby.
Oh,
3 boys.
oh,
Well,
congratulations.
Once again, the best part of Monday night, Dennis, was midnight when it turned to Tuesday. And then later on in the evening,
Good Lord, get there,
6
Rollins.
p.m. showed around. The shit got a little fuzzy because NWA Powerrr had the power resume, baby.
Well, that is a false statement because power did not really resume. You see, ladies and gentlemen, for the last 2 weeks, we have been robbed. We have been extricated from our indulgence on what has been great wrestling. And unfortunately, because of one Jimmy Cornette, they've had to chop and screw the segments
Like
more than
T-Pain?
T-Pain.
Yo,
Right?
son.
And the reality is, last week we got a bunch of redone matches. If you notice, the studio was empty. And this week we got a little bit of that and a little bit of this. Because you have some things happen
Wear
this
your
week.
pants. When you
My
say
pants
this
are always
and not have pants,
And then he's just swinging everywhere. I
yo,
don't know. Man.
Listen, it doesn't matter whether or not I have pants. What I want to know is,
You need a
why
dog
is the
comb.
Rock and Roll Express the new tag team champions?
yo, cause
Right,
Yeah,
we're going
I-
back.
I mean,
We're doing this again? We're doing this again.
Like the way you got to use the Rock and Roll Express is the way that AEW used them at Full Gear, right?
Yes.
They come out, you get you get Ricky to do a weird Canadian destroyer that he almost died on, and then he does the suicide dive through the middle ropes, and then that's it. And then you're like, okay, that's it. I don't want to see them do an entire match or carry belts. Like, I get that the whole thing about NWA is the throwback elements. That's great, but like, you're putting your straps on these guys who've got crazy ass mullets with bald spots on the top.
They're riding
like-
that 79 Thunderbird to the fucking ground.
Listen.
Listen, I'm not, listen, reality is, I'll give them credit because the match wasn't terrible. The guys can work. They stick to what they can do, and it was okay. They could work. Listen, they could work more than Greg the Hammer Valentine. I'll tell you that much. All right?
Don't slander his good name.
Listen,
man,
I'm
he
sorry,
sir.
Listen,
listen.
Greg the Hammer Valentine was a saint.
Listen. We've been nominated for 6 awards.
No thanks to you.
Shout out to
And
the
it's because we speak the truth.
No
Who am I to keep the truth away from the people?
Listen, Bone Crusher.
Listen.
Fucking Greg the Hammer Valentine was
God
a
bless him.
tremendous talent. And
He
I will not allow
He was!
Yeah, blame him for dying? Everybody does that shit!
That's what I almost thought happened in the ring.
Lord.
But either way, Rock and Roll Express, they did okay. But you don't need them to win the tag team championships. And then the worst part about it, for me personally, is the fact that that was the one match that they decided to keep Jim Cornette on. And not only keep him on it, they fucking had him come into the ring. And then they thanked them afterwards. Are we drinking the same juice or what?
What are you drinking,
Thank you
sir?
for being a piece of shit.
Yeah, whatever that is, yo. You're gonna have to.
Listen. Okay, there's a pay-per-view coming up.
Woo!
Right? There's a pay-per-view coming up.
You know you're not gonna see it?
Your pants.
Jim Cornette.
I want to see the wild. I want to. What are they called?
Yo,
wild
Stu
card.
Bennett.
The wild cards.
I want to see them murder the Rock and Roll Express.
No, that's a
This
lie.
pay-per-view
Whoa,
now.
chill.
Unless you want to make Camille single again.
I want them to raise hell and get those straps back at the pay-per-view because now this only makes sense for that purpose.
Like
This
to
only makes sense for that.
put- yeah,
For them
right,
to
to-
win it
Like, because now
Put
they
them
gotta
over
come back
hard?
pissed off and show that who the hell they really are.
But you know what else could have worked?
anything
If
else.
they would have just lost.
If they would have done it that night, yeah, they could have done it.
I can see that though. They got to put them over hard, right? Like
Yeah.
the whole payoff has to be that
No, you know what this
legends
means?
lose to.
What
like,
this means is the Rock and Roll Express is getting the Goldberg treatment right now. They're coming in, they won the titles, they're going to lose it at the pay-per-view.
Right.
Into the fire.
And then, because we're never wrong, they'll probably
Absolutely.
just change the booking because
my guess,
they hear this show.
the Rock and Roll is gonna bleed. They love cutting. I see them bleed all the time.
That 79 Thunderbird just keeps me on.
No, you love that car.
It's beautiful. Car.
In
1979. But
what year was that?
listen, Into the Fire is gonna be a great pay-per-view. James Storm
Shout out to James
going
Storm.
out after that 10 pounds of gold.
Don't we have an interview with that man?
Oh,
think
we
so.
definitely do. We got a shooting dish.
You got a
shitty?
shitty?
We got a shit. There's a shit. Is that a shit?
I hate my dentist.
Check out our Shooting Dish episode with James Storm. Your boy.
Yo, quality man.
Dennis,
Quality.
you drink whiskey?
I do drink whiskey, yeah.
Oh,
Whiskey, Sprite, and Little Lemon.
yeah.
That shit is delicious.
The one and only James Storm, the cowboy, put us onto that, and wow.
Really?
Yeah.
Such a name dropper you are.
All right.
Shameless self-promotion.
You such a name drop. What was his name?
The one and only, the cowboy!
James Storm. Speaking
James
about
motherfucking Storm!
speaking about James Storm, I'm gonna make a bold prediction.
A
Oh,
that
prediction.
means not this because I got that invisible hair. Shout out to the invisible.
He's
hair.
gonna make a bold prediction, folks. Yeah.
Bold, mother.
You gonna shave your head?
Which one? All
you,
right.
If you gotta shave the other one, that's a problem.
You know what Camille whispered to James Storm? She said, "Me and Aldous are friends.
Oh,
I'm gonna help you, boy.
Oh,
So we're gonna have a new champ, thanks to Camille.
And
Mark
you know
my
what?
words.
And I think so.
Mark
Yeah,
my
and you know what?
words.
You know what? I feel like I want to defend my greatness.
Why?
Be like, yes, that's what the naked eye will assume. But then last minute, she gonna fucking kick him in the nuts and be like, "Bang! I tricked you, you sucker."
Well,
Nick Aldis remains your NWA champ.
Nah.
Nick
With
Aldis-
10 pounds of gold,
Nick Aldis
baby.
did a terrible job trying to follow up the phenomenal
you.
promo that James Storm shot out this week. And he said that he gave Camille the night off.
Yo,
Right.
Just
She's gonna be there.
let's get to the meat and potatoes.
And she got
of
the
it.
night off and then took a picture
We got her
in the
seat
couch.
next to us.
Hey, calm yourself.
Wait a
This
minute.
is why you can't. Where are your
Yo,
pants?
did you pop a blue chew?
Good
Blue
lord.
Chew pop me, bro.
Blue Chew.
Blue chew.
Damn, that's what she said. Yo, listen.
All I know is that they're about to make an impact.
Oh, JP, tell him about that.
He's onto something.
So Impact Wrestling comes out to us live, or we've been recording, on Tuesdays on Access TV, 8 o'clock. Yo,
listen,
you had a banger to open up with Michael Elgin, Eddie Edwards, and Brian Cage. Couple of behemoths and a guy.
Yeah, that was fun.
Getting tossed around the ring. I mean, it was cool. It was cool. Ace Austin, a man that we saw this weekend.
At Synergy.
Synergy
Wrestling.
In the shout out to Synergy Wrestling.
The best of the light heavyweights, right?
Synergy on Black Friday was tremendous. If you have not seen it, go on Fight TV. Holy shit. It was yo, Aaron Bradley. If you do not know his name,
Bradley.
Google him. Yo,
and
him
if you
TJ
are a
Crawford,
deer, don't you dare cross that road.
Dennis, we were at a show, hardcore match, where there was a car hood in the ring.
Thank you, Aaron Bradley, for hitting a deer.
And people went through it. People went through it.
People's a lot of people. TJ Crawford.
They went through it. It was a fireman's carry into a car hood. Fantastic.
There were children present, Dennis.
Ladies and gentlemen, follow us. We only go to quality shows. And I'll tell you right now, there are some quality shows in New Jersey. Do not sleep on Jersey, folks. But we go to Jersey, we go to New York, we go to Philly. Woo. We go where the people demand us to be.
Jersey making noise.
But
I saw. I saw that a friend of mine is going to be headlining a show out there. That would be the War Horse. And I'll tell you right now, if you want to see the War Horse rep for Smack Talk Showdown, you go SmackTalkShowdown.com. The video on our Kickstarter was JP, the War Horse, cutting a great promo for us. And it is the best money I've ever spent in my life.
Wow.
He sent me this video, and I was like, this is exactly what I want.
Dennis, where do you live?
Oh my God.
I live in Chicago.
We're coming over.
And then we're picking you up, and then we're bringing you back.
Right now.
The
show's over.
Go get him. He left. Bishop left. Listen, when he gets there, just come back. We need you here until the 28th, because on the 28th of December, ladies and gentlemen, the War Horse will be celebrating Christmas.
On the 29th.
The 29th.
I'm sorry.
On the 28th, War Horse will be getting ready to celebrate Christmas.
Yes.
On December 29th.
He needs to be there the next day. Is what it is. It is.
Big, bad, bitchin' Christmas
That's
party.
That's right, damn it.
Oh, Dennis.
You need
drive
to be
over,
there,
man. It's a short, 12 hours?
I gotta say, I might just catch it on Fight TV. But, it's definitely, it's on my radar. It's on my radar.
Well, you know what else should be on your radar? Check out for us, the bad guys, HPC.
That's right.
In the background, because we will be there.
Oh, yes. We
will definitely be there. We cannot miss that event. Great cause. Phenomenal event. Looking forward to that.
Yes, he knows karate, dickhead.
That's right.
So let's talk about Wednesday. Because
Wednesday.
El miércoles.
Go Wednesday.
Woo! Wednesday has been the creme de la creme of wrestling, just like what we wanted it to be. I don't give a fuck about ratings. I want results, and these shows were both very fun. Very fun. You watched tonight, Dennis? Were you watching?
I watched a bit of AEW before I got ready on here, and then I usually will go and I'll watch NXT on Hulu the next day. So tomorrow night, when I get home from work, I'll probably watch NXT. Those right now are the two shows that I just cannot miss.
Right, they're definitely must watch.
I will watch those all day long.
Now, does Hulu, do they cut, a lot of NXT or any of it, or at least a commercial?
No, because it's only 2 hours. So, and I got the Hulu that cuts out the commercials, so it's like a tight 90 minutes for me to watch the whole thing.
Oh, you a fancy bitch.
Awesome.
Yeah. You like your shit on the man.
Right on the spot.
You look like the type.
I mean, that's how I am. I'm not patient.
Fuck commercials.
You like the type of guy that likes his notes on a lexicon, huh?
A lexicon? Yo, how about, listen, first, Cody Rhodes cut a tremendous promo. I think Cody Rhodes really
What's that shit on his eye?
His forehead cut a tremendous promo.
His forehead cut.
Yo,
period.
he has a
End of
scar
sentence.
for life, and Brandy
That's
loves
awesome.
I mean, that I was there. I was at Full Gear, and that when he took that header into the rampway there, you could hear it. Like I was like, "Ooh, what?" And then you saw it on the cameras, and he was just gushing. I was like, "Yeah, that was tough. That was definitely hard. That was hard way, man."
Yeah,
he got a nice chunk of his
Cody.
his forehead.
Cody, in the words of the great Shane Falco, pain heals, chick dick scars, glory lasts forever.
He is his father's son, is he not?
Oh my God!
Good Lord, he will make the promotion.
Yo,
you bank on yourself.
He has the presence that his father has now.
But
he's matured.
If he has to bank on someone else, it's gotta be Chris Jericho.
Yeah. I mean, we come in week and week, and we have nothing negative to say about Chris Jericho.
Besides, he's out of shape.
He spends
even that to work.
Old.
And even that to work. Remember.
Yo, we just
he's always talking from the fucking list.
Yo, he's been reading a list since the Malenko.
What the fuck are you doing, Jericho?
We are talking about a man that was enshrined with gifts from PNP themselves.
Excuse me? From where?
PNP themselves.
Who's out there?
Who's what?
The proud and powerful.
Oh.
From the Bronx to New York themselves. He got the Puerto Rican gift, the Hector Lavoe.
The chancleta givers?
The chancleta. They brought Palo Viejo to the party.
The vapor rub givers?
That's right.
How about, I love Joey Janela's promo. I thought he was...
That was fun.
I liked it. I didn't love it.
You know what I didn't like?
What?
That I realized how small Joey Janela is when Moxley
who?
came out.
When Joey who?
Joey Janela is when Moxley came out.
Yo, you gotta stop getting your dentist at like a garage.
That drink, man.
I think Isaac Yankum is his dentist. That's
oh yeah, it's Isaac Yankum from the back.
Y se lo jara por detrás.
Wow. Listen,
I'm on my wife's
John
insurance.
Moxley is always, he just has a presence to him, yo. He's so funny. And I love this match with Joey Janela, even though, I mean, it was nothing like I didn't expect it to be like the dark match.
It wasn't Fighter Fest. The dark match was the best match.
How we feel about how it ended with Jericho staring down with Moxley? Are we ready for this match already, or do we need more build?
Dennis, what do you think?
I would like to see a little more build, but they haven't announced when the next pay-per-view is, so I'm wondering if they're going to wait until then, which would probably be like February, maybe?
I guess, right?
Yeah, they're doing 4, right? They're doing 4 a year.
They're doing 4.
Yeah.
So I think it would probably be about February, so I'm actually excited. I think there's a chance, I mean, honestly, besides Jericho, and I know maybe it's because of the WWE association with both guys, but Moxley would be the dude to put the belt on. Really. Like, he's the biggest name who's not a member of the Elite, besides Jericho. And if you're the Elite and you're the EVPs, you kind of want to skirt that whole thing of, like, putting the belt on one of them, right?
Yeah.
So, I genuinely feel like a Moxley Jericho match would actually make me think like,
yeah, that's right, yo. That's crazy.
He might win it.
Yo, it's gonna be insane.
But my thing is, I wonder, like, obviously that means that Jericho's over enough where he doesn't need the belt, right?
Yeah. I mean, I love him with the belt.
My thing is just, is it gonna be as captivating him chasing it?
So
right?
I like Moxley chasing
I think they have
like
everybody's
Moxley
attention. They have everybody's attention with Jericho on the belt now. Anybody Jericho faces is supposed to upbring him, right? So the longer he's champion, the longer, the more time you have to bring people up. You keep bringing people up.
I'll tell you what. A match with him and Jungle Boy, fun.
That's just going to be off the hook.
But he would need the belt still because you already put it on him.
Right.
He didn't need it before the belt, but now that he has it, he needs it because now the moment you take that belt from him, people are going to lose interest now. Now everybody's wondering and worried about who took that belt from Jericho. So that person that takes that belt
is important.
He's gonna be very important.
Yo, Dennis, what'd you think about the dinosaurs promo? Luchasaurus.
Oh, Luchasaurus. He's been he's been held down for 65 million years. I like that. That's pretty good.
We didn't realize that oppression.
I'm not gonna lie too. Like my girlfriend walked in. My girlfriend walked in as the Jurassic Express were walking down to the ring, and I heard her just make a quizzical sound. And I looked at her and go, wait, what's the matter? And she goes, I'm just trying to figure out what's going on here. She was like, she's looking at Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy and Marco Stunt, and she was like, I'm sorry. And listen, I love Marco. He actually, he got a copy of our game at StarCast in Vegas, posted on her Instagram that he loved it. So I'll rep for Marco any day, but she was like, "Is that a little girl in the ring? Like, what is that?"
What of the Macaulay Culkin is going on?
I was like,
shout out to Polly Pocket.
Yo, Polly Pocket?
Polly Pocket.
Yo, that's awful. Yo, tell me when the camera didn't hit him like right in the face, he didn't look like a Dolph Ziggler child version, like a good guy doll.
Yo, just like it though.
Like Dolph Ziggler's little brother?
He does. He kind of looked, like you threw Dolph Ziggler in the dryer for a little too long, and then he like comes out a little shrunk, and you're like, oh hey, it's Lil Zig. Lil Zig.
But he's still
Lil Zig.
That one kiss Dolph had with AJ.
Lil Zig.
Lil Zag.
That one kiss Dolph had with AJ Lee. Damn it.
Damn.
But I will tell you, he's a craftsman, man, because when he was attacking Jericho's ankle or his calf, I was dying.
Yo, Jericho was so pestered by his existence. Get up.
I was confused about the masters.
I think Marco grabbed his ass.
The masters that Luchasaurus had. That was impressive.
NXT, guys. Let's move on.
Listen, honestly, the only thing I really want to talk about NXT is Keith Lee.
Keith Lee.
Lee.
Bask in his glory.
Is limitless. So yeah, Killian Dane and Dunn had a really nice match open the show.
Ryan Lee and Shayna
blah 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 blah. Yo, the
opener.
only thing I really cared about, and I like Matt Riddle, but I was not caring about the fucking match. I know they fucking fought already like 100 times. I'm over it. Yo,
and even in a 6-man tag though, we're tired.
Remember, it was his debut match.
I feel like NXT has had the better endings.
But see, we have to mention the fact that Matt Riddle in his debut match beat Cassius Ohno and knocked him out so deep that he went to NXT UK and didn't come back till 6 months later.
No, he knocked that motherfucker to another continent, is what you're saying.
Alright, so I don't want to see the motherfucker for another 6 months. We just saw it again, so yeah. Another 6 months, see ya.
And who's been traveling to Australia? Apparently fucking Trevor Lee has. Because now he's Crocodile Dundee. He went from Clockwork Orange to Crocodile Dundee. Make up your fucking mind.
Yo, Keith Lee, that's it.
Keith Lee pins Adam Cole for the match victory,
more importantly,
but earns a match with
who fucking comes in and fucking makes some noise.
Yeah, makes some noise. You get the scramble at the end with everybody.
How you feel about that ending, Dennis? Oh, you gotta fucking see it, bro.
I caught it on Twitter before I came on here.
Nice.
Somebody posted a clip of it. I gotta say, the main event picture as it exists right now in NXT is so wild and it's open now. I feel like there's a lot of guys that you could plug in there, but it is it is absolutely Keith Lee's time.
Oh yeah.
After Survivor Series.
Yes.
Like just he's been this dude who I still remember the first time I saw Keith Lee was at a Beyond show like a couple years ago, right? He used to do all of those, and I saw him and I was like, how the hell does that guy move like that? Yeah. It's amazing. Dude is crazy, and all the rumors that Vince fell in love with him after the Survivor Series. I'm like, why wouldn't you?
Yeah, he's like
dude he's got the look, he's got the size, and he moves like a goddamn Flippy Panther in that ring. I don't understand it. But
it's crazy.
He's so good.
He's Jeff Hardy in an air sumo suit.
He's Jeff Hardy and Mark Henry's body.
That was insane.
I heard there's a lot of credit to be given to Mia Yim, but
Oh. Hey,
she keeps him nimble.
Gentlemen.
No. Didn't you say you wanted to? It's time.
What? It is time.
It's Vader time. Is it Vader?
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the boys at HPC to sweep
we gotta
heels, pops, and chair shot to put their money where their mouth is, and we about to Smack Talk Showdown.
We gonna play with the man who invented the game, and now he gonna school us on how to do this. How we gonna do this? You gonna follow along with? Can you show you?
We'll pull cards, man.
Pull cards?
Yeah, pull cards, man.
Pull cards, man.
All right. Let's get it rocking. Just
all right, so let me give these people just a quick rundown on what you're gonna do. There's 4 kinds of cards there, right? There's two different name card piles. There's a segment card, and then there's the smack card. So basically what you're going to do is this, is you guys are going to each pull one from each of the blue name card piles, right? There's one word on each one of those. Any combination of those 2 words that you decide, that's going to be your character for that round, or that segment.
Okay. So we each pull one of each blue.
Yeah, there's like 2 shades of blue.
Yeah, the dark blue and the light blue.
Yeah. And you said it doesn't matter which order they're in?
Does not matter which order they're in. Whatever sounds better to you, whatever tickles your fancy.
Tickle my pickle.
Yo, come
Tickle.
on,
I was
man.
about to say I was gonna try and go dirty with it.
Yeah.
Let's get dirty, baby.
We are the bad guys. We are
know
the
what I
bad
mean?
guys.
So pass
Let's
that.
be real though. Like so this is what I like to say is that Smack Talk Showdown, the game itself, is not inherently dirty. It's as filthy as you make it. But the Loot Attitude expansion that we have right now on Kickstarter, that takes it to another level. That's definitely
We are
that's
ordering
that 17 plus
tonight.
stuff right there.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, Dennis, I have your name right here. All right.
All right.
So we'll say his last because it was really ironic.
or was
Okay.
it?
So, Pretty Chubbs, what's your name, baby?
My name is Iron Killer.
All right.
Killer Iron.
Like
Killer.
an
Alright.
iron deficiency or no?
Get that rival flavor.
Bone marrow. My name is Emerald Barber.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Like barber, like you cut hair?
Admiral Barber.
So you cut hair for the army.
The
Some type
Navy.
of military.
The
Navy.
Navy.
The Navy, whatever.
Well, the Navy.
So those hairlines are
Here,
fucked up. By the point of those.
They are not
Yo,
waterproof.
but you do really nice waves.
Hey.
My name is Mystic Flame.
Ooh. You like the camping fire.
I almost thought you said
Flame.
mischief flame.
Mystic. Well, I mean, I'm mischief, so that's as close as it gets, right? The Mystic Flame will burn you, bitch.
All right.
You can't eat.
Mine is Emerald Patriot. It's not Emerald's Corner?
Emerald Patriot. All right.
Emerald Patriot.
All
All right.
right.
Good luck with that. Dennis, so the lewd cards are the ones that are raunchy, and like this is not raunchy at all. Sexy Dentist.
Oh, okay.
So,
Sex dentist. All right.
yeah.
All
Alright, cool.
So what's happening?
What's your 2K stance as a sexy dentist? Like what the, ooh. You know, like the fucking character select,
Yeah.
He's got like the drill
floss?
in one hand, and like the water pick in another. Like this.
Shout out to Britt Baker.
He's got to have the saliva sucker in the other hand.
Whoa. What are you putting
there you
there?
go.
What sucker? Wait.
Yo, Pretty Chubb, didn't she call you that? Anyway.
Shout out to your mom.
Wow.
So now we pick what?
All right, so I think usually it's 2 people. It's like 2 wrestlers playing against each other, but I like this better. I think we'll do like a little lightning round deal.
I
So
like it.
you're gonna let's pick a yellow segment card.
Okay.
Top
Just a
one's yours.
random.
Oh, go ahead. Pick
Okay.
it.
All right, what?
How many?
I actually think it might. I think it might be better if everybody cuts a promo on the same segment.
Okay, cool.
I
So,
like it.
You know what I'm saying?
All right,
So that way it could get competitive.
Okay.
Right.
Cool. I'm gonna win this shit.
you want to know the segments? Ladies and gentlemen,
But
this segment card is the best use of tassels at Runaway Bay, Jamaica. Both wrestlers, or all wrestlers, must give an acceptance speech for the Best Use of Tassels award. Best speech wins. The Mystic Flame plays no games. What I do at night is none of your business, but I burn it bright. You see, when the music plays and the pole's in the room, it goes down. When I put them nipple tassels and they go round and round, baby. You don't want that, Mystic Flame! I'll take your girl, I'll take that dame. Can't play that game. I'm out, bitch. Say my name.
I need a lot of Dr. Seuss.
Go ahead.
Yo, I like those rhymes, man. I like those rhymes, man.
I don't know. That was cute. That was cute. That was
Mystic
cute.
Flame drops hot fire.
Okay. But let the champion work.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna fuck shit up, but the champion's gonna speak right now.
The fire extinguisher.
Cause let me explain to you, Emerald Patriot, he's a champion, but he wasn't always a champion. I had to crawl and endure pain and
to get through this promo.
I defeated Joey Ryan. It was me and Joey Ryan. Let me reminisce you guys. Me and Joey Ryan.
Oh, this was a no hands match?
1-on-1 hardcore death match. And he had me with the death grip. You already know what I'm talking about. I was there. I was struggling. I couldn't do anything. I was about to get flipped and I was gonna lose my chance at that heavyweight strap. But what did I do? No. I was not taking no for an answer. I was not gonna get pinned by this man with this, monster of a cheat weapon. But anyway, when I took those tassels and I just twisted around and I flipped them over that top rope to win my heavyweight championship, not only was that the most creative way to do it and stop that flip of death, but it was the smart way to launch me into the record books and into the Hall of Fame.
Now that he stopped speaking,
Listen,
I want to say how disrespected I feel. I feel disrespected because I'm here on this podium being handed an award over tassels. We're here to talk about tassels. You take a man of my pedigree, a man of my vernacular, a man with my experience, and you presenting me tassels? I don't know what tassels are. I haven't even been 500 feet from tassels. But I'm gonna tell you what. You give me a motherfucking tassel, and I'm gonna fix your lineup real quick, because I'm the Admiral Barber. You better get ready. I'm gonna fix that for you.
you threw a barber with tassels?
Go ahead, Pretty Chub.
This is the Iron Killer, a.k.a. Coochie Killer.
That's not what your card say.
I don't know.
That's what it meant.
A.k.a. Coochie Filler.
That's PCF, brother.
They call me horse. Pussy fella.
Yeah, come on, Iron.
Listen up.
Wally. Uchi baby.
What happened? Come on, yo. Get that FE.
As long as that lingerie comes with little tassels, there ain't no hassle up in here.
So welcome to Bob.
Because even though I was late, you know you're coming first.
Well, apparently he's been reading the lewd section.
He's updated his deck.
Excuse me? His what?
Deck. D-E.
Whoa.
C-K.
All right, thank you. Dennis.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Or sexy dentist, I should say.
Yeah, listen, I'm very happy to be here tonight because everyone knows that the sexy dentist has got those original tassels. See, what I'll do is I'm gonna lay you down in the chair, right? I'm gonna give you that laughing gas, and that's when things are gonna get real sexy. Because then I'm gonna come out, I'm gonna dive right into them teeth, right? And when you wake up, you're gonna have teeth tassels. Anyone can put tassels on their arms. Anyone can put tassels on their legs.
Fuck Paul Wall.
But I'm gonna give you them teeth tassels. I'm the teeth tassel innovator.
Yeah.
Sexy dentist.
You're like the motherfucker from Futurama, yeah? With the tassels, yeah?
The sexy dentist is about to catch a charge.
Oh, man.
When can I make an appointment? I need a cleaning. Too much moms up in his gums.
Wow.
Yo, you looking for a proctologist or what?
Wow. That was phenomenal.
Oh, man, so who won? I think.
Well, usually it's the people who aren't playing that round who would vote, and they would tell you who did the best. And there's another element too, which we didn't get into, which is fine, but there's red smack cards, right? Mm-hmm. And typically there's somebody's keeping time, right? And then if you play those red smack cards while someone's cutting their promo, they just have to incorporate what it says on the card into what they're talking about.
Round
so
two.
So it switches up on you.
Okay. I like that.
Yeah.
So how do we decide who won that round?
I mean, I think it's pretty obvious. I think I won.
Yo, there's no way.
So
that was trash, yo.
Like, there's no way I lost. I mean, maybe Denis.
Yo, man, don't you have live YouTube viewers right now?
That's
where
right.
they at? Where you guys at right now?
Well, there's a game called Ripped It, right? We can just figure it out that way.
Yeah, let's try. Let's do it. Right, tell them what you think.
I mean, I thought I would.
Well, there it is, I guess. On that note, I guess that's all the time we have for you folks this week.
So you're telling me
Savage won. And that's it.
I didn't win?
No, you did it.
You
made another fucking chip right now.
He definitely made us all laugh, though.
I want to take the time. Thank you for your time, man. Appreciate you coming on, helping us with this game, man. You got a hell of a game here, man. Yo, drinking game galore. I see it.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, absolutely.
You have the holidays coming up.
Yo,
we just went through Thanksgiving. We're about to encounter Christmas and New Year's. Play this with your families.
Please.
You don't have to be a wrestling fan. You just have to love to talk shit. Bring Smack Talk Showdown to your family.
Yeah, you don't need to be a fan.
You don't know. Listen, man, you get together with your families during the holidays. You're probably talking smack to your family anyway.
Right.
At least this gives you something fun to fight about.
Facts.
Absolutely. We've been given the privilege, guys, of exercising what we love the most about wrestling. Utilize it. Look it up. Order it. Order 3,000. Send us a few too.
So we are on Kickstarter right now. We got a second edition, pre-order for the second edition of the game. We sold out of that edition that you guys got right there. And then in addition to that, we got the Loot Attitude expansion, 100 cards, not safe for work. We got bundles that you can pre-order right now, save money. So just head to SmackTalkShowdown.com. And if anybody out there is a fan of the comedian Ron Funches, who's a huge wrestling fan, he just posted an update 2 days ago. I found this video that I totally forgot about where after one of his shows in Boston, Ron was nice enough to actually cut a promo on me and allow me to cut a promo back on him. And we played a round of the game. And I found that video and I was like, oh man. So we posted that up. That's the latest update on our Kickstarter. SmackTalkShowdown.com.
Yo, you should tag us on that. We'll retweet that for you too, man.
Absolutely.
All right. Will do.
Dennis, thank you so much for providing us with a tool to continue to be fans in another level, man.
This is how I'm staying alive this holiday season.
Absolutely. My grandmother better be careful.
Facts. Pretty chubby. Tell them what the fuck to do on iTunes, man.
Guys, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button on our YouTube. And don't forget to rate and review.
Do what?
What if I don't want to?
Let us know how good we are at it. Just do it.
Ladies and gentlemen,
it's
common decency. When you enjoy a product, you review it. And obviously, you've been here for 88 weeks.
Yeah, it's going to be 89 by the time you shut the fuck up.
10 counts of 10 toes. 10
toes.
You for coming.
Never!
You
got a
foot
fetish.
Peace.